gonna keep it real retro. You got your headphones? You got your headphones?
Oh.
Got another one. You need yours or? Alright. Do not adjust your dial, nor do not adjust your TV screen or your computer screen is more like it. I am your host, Old Man Logan, and this is BlvdAve TV. Let me cut this down a little bit. Had to get into that. P is not in here tonight, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and get this interview done without him. Shout out to P. You know what I mean? The P-Have is real, B. Did you... You know, I heard you say that before, but the P-Have is definitely
real. P got the clan, man.
Yeah, he got all the big ones like in the page.
The gas pumpers.
Yeah, Piff pushing P. You know what I mean? So he'll be back next week for y'all. All right. Okay, so we got a guest in the building. This new episode of BlvdAve TV. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, sir?
Yo, I go by the name Pukka Soul, a.k.a. Grumpy Navek, a.k.a. the Macho Man Wretched Savage. Oh, yeah. We got a special guest interviewer in here in the building with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
I'm BlvdAve from the Dave's Minstrel Show, man. I'm glad to be here, man.
Thank you for coming through in the clutch, man. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to have you on a couple weeks ago. Didn't get that done, but you're here now, so that's all that matters.
Man. We here.
Absolutely. All right, man. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into our interview with Pukka Soul. So we're gonna start off with question number 1. Who is Pukka Soul?
Pukka Soul, just crazy individual, 30 years old, from the south side of Chicago. Just a mixture of lyrics and music and art, comics, just a bowl of energy, bowl of psychotic, crazy-minded energy. Yeah, I'm married, got a kid. Just crazy.
All right, and I see you actually the super heavyweight defending champion.
Oh yeah,
as well.
Oh yeah, with something called a PNBFECW, something my wife and I came up with for wrestling. With pay-per-views, we usually do like predictions, bets, and whatnot, and the winner takes home the belt, which I got now, 3 streak. Loser usually do like a punishment, whether it's getting honey poured on their face or just dancing outside naked, things like that. So
okay. Talk about keeping it interesting.
Oh yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah, so you say 3 streak going on, so I take it you predicted Hell in a Cell successfully.
Well, we didn't do Hell in a Cell. We just had a lot of illness going on in the family and tragic things happened, so we kind of skipped Hell in a Cell. But the 3rd streak was from SummerSlam.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, like, what was the last thing that your wife had to do as a punishment?
Good question.
I want to say the last thing, because I record them on Facebook. The last thing was probably the honey one. I had to pour honey on her face, and she had to eat the graham crackers. We put graham crackers on her face, and I had drew some abs on my body, and we was dancing to the "How Does It Feel" by D'Angelo. So I did like a little strip tease ish. She wasn't expecting the honey on her face, so I kind of got whooped for that after the film. So
yeah, to put the honey on it and just bow, graham cracker, just
yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, like, what's the process behind that? Like, okay, babe, lay down and let me. Like, how do you?
So
what's the steps?
And what's How Does It Feel playing as you're pouring the honey, like?
Yeah. So I usually tell her up front, like, yo, we're gonna record this. She'd be like, but we end up doing it anyway. So she sat in the chair. Didn't know what was going on. All she knew was honey, graham crackers, and dancing. So the honey and the graham crackers was just put on random spots on the face. We ain't do nothing X-rated because it's Facebook. So just doing a little fake strip tease. Like I said, I had the fake abs with the marker on my chest, so I just danced, showed her the graham crackers, splat on the face. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it here.
I appreciate you.
Very artistic challenge there.
Yeah. So, I had the extended version of the How Does It Feel? So I'm like, man, when is it gonna get to the screaming part? So I had to fast forward a little bit. And when he finally got to the screaming part where he turned to his back or whatnot, I had the honey poured over to her face. Before she said, "You better not," all in the face, all in the eyes, pouring out. She couldn't see nothing. So, and that was it.
You got an interesting household, man.
Oh yeah.
I normally say pause, but that's your wife, so you know what I mean. Y'all Gucci.
All right, man. That was an interesting introduction.
Yes, sir.
So tell us how you started to engage with the arts. You know, at what age and how did you get into it?
Comic book wise, I'm gonna take it back. You all remember the pay-per-views when they used to be on channel 98, 99, scrambled. If you had the filter or whatever, you still could see it. Nice. Take it back when Mortal Kombat first came out. So it was like 92, 3. So and I was into violence as a little kid, but I never did anything. I wanted to put it in some of my comic work. So yeah, I just did a lot of drawing, and then I transferred it to like comic editions. I used to call it Def Comics. Back in 5th and 6th grade, I had one of my guys, Aaron, still can't find him on Facebook. We used to like battle each other to see who had like the better comics, better stories in our classrooms to pass them out and see what do people think, and that's how that buzz really started. So I just kept going with it. So yeah, I've been drawing since I was 4, but like I said, comic wise, it started escalating when 5th and 6th grade. Music wise, I want to say early high school, like actually take that back, 7th and 8th grade. We was in a classroom, and this is kind of how like wrestling started. I made championship belts for the people that used to rap in our classroom, and I didn't know how to give them out, so I just started drawing, give them out like, yeah, you was the heavyweight, you was Intercontinental, whatever. So so we would have like random battles, and whoever thought that their raps were the best, we switch off belts, and that's how we kind of combined wrestling with rapping.
Y'all was in there battling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how long have you been creating music?
Since high school, like 7th and 8th grade, I usually was just writing. But as soon as high school came up, and then my guy B. Daniels, when he was making beats, we used to just play around with some studio stuff in the basement and just randomly doing stuff. It didn't have to be good. It didn't have to be bad. We was just doing stuff to see how it sound, and it's
mostly bad. But
at the time, did y'all think it was trash, or it was just like, oh shit, son, this is cold?
I thought it was cold.
It was cold then, but listening to it now, I was like, yeah, that was trash. Bro.
I thought it was cold. That was that Young Jeezy era.
Yeah, we did a freestyle off that. What beat was that? The Air Forces.
I think it was, yeah.
Air Forces. Yeah, it was kind of weak as hell, but you know, I fucked with it then. So
couldn't walk a mile off my Air Forces.
Alright.
So is it one that you like more than the other?
As far as
you know, comic books, music, wrestling, like, and creating in those, you know, arenas, like, is there one that you prefer more than the other, or are they all just kind of equal?
Definitely the arts. I started off with like the drawings of the comics and stuff. Definitely don't want to lose that skill. Lyrics, to me, they'll come and go. If I feel like writing or expressing myself, I'll put in a song form. But mainly, my art is where it's at.
Okay.
So in music, I would assume you're big on lyrics, right?
Yeah.
So who are some of your all-time favorite lyricists? Like maybe top 5.
All right. Top top 5. Sometimes they switch, but I'm gonna try to stay with this one. Number 1, I'm gonna have to say Nas. I'm a big Nas fan.
That made me smile. Yeah.
Oh yeah, name my son after him. So
he beat me to it, man. 2 of my friends beat me to it.
That last album was weak too.
Which one?
Nasir, the one Kanye produced.
Yeah. I can't argue with that.
That's one song, one good song.
Yeah,
you
absolutely. Which song was it?
BlvdAve vibe?
I think it was what's the name of it? I think it's the first song. No, Cop Shot the Kid.
I think that's the second one.
That's the one you liked?
That's the only one I can like.
I hated that shit.
It's okay. Like I really don't
terrible.
like much on there.
I liked White Label. That was it.
I had to I listened to the album maybe one time. I was like, I can't listen to this again. I tried listening at the gym. I was like, nah.
that definitely was wrong.
That's how you did me.
Ain't no workout album.
I was expecting like the same vibe like the Pusha album had gave me. So I was like, when I went to the gym with that, it was rocking. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check Nas out in the gym. It was like midnight. I'm like, I'm gonna check it out. I'm like, nah, he ain't never just do this.
Yeah.
That wasn't him though, man. That was Kanye.
It was all Kanye.
That was Kanye.
We're gonna talk about him later.
Asshole.
Let me see. Number 2, I'm gonna have to say. I'm gonna have to say Rakim. I like to take it back sometimes old school because I like the way he uses his own pattern when it comes to rhyming. Because some people got like bar where you think it's gonna rhyme, but you never expect it in Rakim because it always like overlaps or underlaps. So it's like, I thought it was gonna rhyme right there, but it actually. I kind of like how he does that and his storytelling method as well. Number 3, I'm going to have to say Eminem. I like Eminem. Back in his Marshall Mathers LP time. Only because...
This guy mad.
I saw it.
Well, I'm going to say only the Marshall Mathers LP time because at that time I liked the craziness in his delivery, like psycho sounding, the way he would put the metaphors in. It's just something about that serial killer-ish flow that I like with Eminem.
So I know this is your top 5, so I'm not challenging it. But so the Marshall Mathers LP era, you could say is from like the Slim Shady to the Eminem show. Maybe.
Yeah.
So what's that, like 5-6 years?
Yeah.
Is that enough time to have somebody in your top 3?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it is. It's your list. You know what I'm saying? I was just, just kind of.
Cause I don't usually listen to like the newest stuff. I always take it back because that's where I develop that love for rap, hip hop, whatever. So I never go past that, and if I do go past that, it's rare now because everybody's sounding the same. So it's like I need to take it back. Like, why did I like this particular artist, and why do I think this is my favorite album, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, all the stuff like after the Eminem show, it's like, but yeah, that's that. Number 4, I'm gonna have to say Ludacris. And this is only for the way I like his punchline delivery.
Oh, I ain't got nothing to say.
But you got it.
I was thinking about something else, man. It's good. Ludacris is okay. I ain't knocking it.
Just Ludacris, the way he brings his similes, like when he compare things, you never expect that kind of punchline. That was back in the word of mouth era. So like I say, going back to that, I can't mess with like the newest stuff. I'm just thinking about like old school stuff. Number 5, it's kind of a toss up because I got like 3. I say Pac, Biggie, and majority of the Wu-Tang Clan, but that's a whole group, so I don't know if you want to count that as 5.
You don't have one better than the other, or
Because I'm definitely not counting You God. Like, I'm sorry.
Come on, man. He wrote a nice book.
No,
That's Woo. You got to count him.
You God is trash. I don't know how he even was in the clique, like, for real.
To be honest with you, most of them niggas was trash.
With who?
Oh.
Me personally, ODB was not good.
Hey.
What?
I was just arguing with a dude on Facebook this morning. He was trying to convince me that Method Man is the best. He's absolutely not.
Nah. He's
So who-
about fourth.
Who's your top 10 in Wu then?
One is Ghost.
Has to be.
Two is Raekwon.
Yeah.
And then after that, I really don't care.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I probably put Meth at third. Yeah. Yeah.
I put RZA third. There you go.
RZA over Meth.
Yep.
No,
Absolutely.
Hell. I don't know if I curse up here. But
Yeah,
hell
you
no.
can definitely curse.
Fuck that. Nah. RZA's nice, but
Meth, I mean, here's my argument. And I used to, I think Meth, he used to be like top 2.
Are you basing it off like the individual albums or
All of it. Everything.
I still can't.
But
So
look,
you was with the Bobby Digital vibes? Like,
I was with Tikal up until I'm gonna say maybe like 3-4 years. Somebody I worked with, he hit me. He was like, "Yeah, you like Meth?" I'm like, "Hell yeah." He's like, "Why?" Like, because that nigga's dope. That nigga's dope. And then he was like, "No, go back and listen to XYZ's." You know, he told me some tracks to listen to. I came back. I was like, he wasn't talking about shit, bro. He was like, yeah, that's because everybody only rocked with Meth is because he had that eye shit when he first came out, and he had a lot of charisma. He had a lot of energy, and that drew people in. He was the only one out of them that had that.
well, him and ODB had the theatrics like everybody else.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they like him, because they had something to offer other than lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I mean, that ain't it for me.
But back to you. I'll let you off the hook with this.
And that's why I chose Wu-Tang as probably number 5, because there's so many in that one that group where you can have arguments like who's the best or who you like lyrically. ODB, you got your opinion about that one, but nobody can touch his style, and it's all about your style and personality when it comes to just
guess.
rapping. Yeah, it ain't gotta
To each his own. I mean,
yeah.
So I'll ask you this. So where is Redman on your list?
Was Redman a Wu-Tang?
No, not a Wu-Tang.
He's not Wu-Tang.
But I'm asking because you said like the thing that you said about Eminem. Yeah, I'm going back to that. The thing that you said about Eminem, the same things apply to Redman, and Redman came before him.
True.
So I'm seeing like
I like Redman too. It's just what came to me first. I wasn't really like into Redman. That's because I wasn't engaging myself into it. So Eminem kind of like just hit me based off of stuff on TV.
Right. Okay.
So that's why Eminem is first. But yeah,
Eminem, he's more relevant because he had a mainstream pop or appeal to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Red's definitely in my top 20 though.
I think he asked, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think he asked that because a lot of people say Eminem kind of
Took Red Style.
took Red Style. So it's
I could see where people would say that, but I mean, he also incorporated his own style.
Let's
into
call
that.
a spade a spade. It's because he. Let's not beat around the bush.
But this is his top 5, y'all. So
Hey,
I just had to ask.
Redman ain't never murdered his girlfriend and stuffed her in the trunk, so, or at least not
We
that
should
I know.
applaud that.
Yeah, we should, but we not.
But nah, your top 5 is straight though, bro.
I didn't hear Jay-Z in there. Why?
I didn't either, and
I heard Ludacris before I heard Jay-Z. I just wanted to know why.
the content didn't appeal to you, like
that's something I gotta go back to, like from the beginning, like where can I catch? Because it's a lot of stuff that I missed. So, and whatever comes first to me, like the Nas, like I've seen Jay-Z, the mainstream stuff, but it's something about certain deliveries that I really couldn't mess with. Like that's just my opinion. I choose like underground stuff over like what people like because it's mainstream. Not like Eminem or anything, but Yes.
Yeah, because they don't get no more mainstream than Marshall.
It's the big one. So you really appreciate lyrics a lot, I can tell. So, but can you also like appreciate artists that aren't lyrical?
Yeah, I could. No, basically.
But yeah, I could, but I'm not.
and it's definitely not knocking them. I mean, everybody's doing their thing. Whether you do stuff for the club, that's cool for the people of the club. Party, dancing, whatever. It's all about what you want to do. Like how you want to take rap, where you want to go with it, because you got your rappers, you got your lyricists, to each his own.
So, how do you feel about Drake?
Drake?
Because he walks that line, like, the best.
Yeah.
It's like, if I feel like it, I will. If I don't,
Yeah, he's to me, Drake's a mixture of both. I can't get with some of the singing stuff.
You gotta set the mood for that, bro. Like,
yeah.
Get you some candles, turn some Drake on.
Right.
You gonna feel different.
Innocent.
Yeah, but with certain Drake things, it's like I pick and choose. Even with that, I try to find like the lyrical stuff within Drake, like all the other stuff, like the pop stuff or what's popular. That's cool, but I'm still like, what do you have to deliver if you're this MC that you want to be?
That makes sense. So is he like an artist that you feel like don't put as much like effort into being a great MC that they should?
With the stuff that's out, I think not a lot of effort, because you could just put words that rhyme with each other. As long as it got a good beat, good hook, it's gonna pop.
Mm-hmm.
But it's too easy. It's too easy. When you do your lyrical thing, you wanna break it down instead of just saying like straight up like I'm gonna do this and this, but you extend it like a story.
Mm-hmm.
I like that kind of method. But if you could just say, I go to the club, I wear this and that, and like, okay, what else do you do?
So are there any like artists out right now that's for like the younger generation that you listen to, like Lil Yachty, Uzi Vert?
Nah,
none of that.
I'm more to a J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar type of flow.
So nobody knew.
Not that I know of, not yet.
Joyner Lucas? Joyner Lucas?
Gotta hear some more of his stuff. Ain't really heard a lot about.
Alright, well he's on the new Eminem record, so.
Okay.
So Eminem seems to take a liking to him, so I just assume you would too.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really heard the full of his Eminem's latest, so.
You ain't gotta waste your time, bro.
Damn.
I mean, with somebody that's in your top 5, I would think you'd give him a shot. So
I'm different. I'm different. Like people in my top 5 like have pissed me off like lately, and like I just not listen to their new shit. Like Kanye, for example. Like
Kanye's in your top 5?
Favorites, not best rappers, but favorites. And I didn't listen to the last album he put out. Yeah, I ain't listen to it. I'm like, nah, you want some other shit? Fuck you. Like. You're still in my top 5 from your previous stuff, but like I can't rock with you going forward. Like
I skimmed through it. I didn't fuck with it off a skim, so I knew I wouldn't like it if I listened to it.
Morally, bring myself to give him my stream. So I ain't never here.
You hear that, Will? Okay, buddy, our cameraman over there. They were giving me a lot of flack.
Anyway, some Yeezys.
Give me a lot of flack.
I'm gonna shut my ass up.
When wear Yeezys around here, man. Drake told y'all yesterday, don't wear no 350s around me. Drake said.
Pukka, like they coming with the good questions. They got me on the ropes. Alrighty. So okay, let's get into the artist bag real quick. If you could work with one producer and one major artist for your next project, who would you pick and why?
I like Just Blaze. some of Just Blaze beats, it kind of bring, like, it got a little boom bap to it, but it's like, it hits.
Mm-hmm.
I can't describe it other than that game track, No More Fun in Games.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that beat. So, and there's some other Just Blaze beats that really got my attention. So I was like, really want to go off of that. Who would I want to work with? Nas.
Mm. Nice.
Not Trippie Redd.
Now you don't know who Trippie Redd is.
Honestly, I was expecting, because you said, you know what I'm saying, M. I was expecting you to say M, but you know what I'm saying. Nas is, you know, you like Nas too. That was your top.
That was my
pick,
one.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, those both make that make a lot of sense. So you ready basically to give us Exhibit X. You know what I'm saying? You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
All right, so you told us that you engage in creating comics and whatnot. So, DC or Marvel? And why?
It don't take that long.
Marvel, because all the movies that came out, really. But that's now. But back then, it's always been Marvel. I just like the way, like Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man. I like how that story goes. With DC, it's more dark and blah. And with the movies that have been coming out, DC wise, it hasn't been too good. Marvel's just up there. That's
so. From a comic standpoint, you still like Marvel more than DC?
yeah.
Who's like your favorite, you know, character between the two, like Marvel and DC?
Well, Marvel, Spider-Man. But I like X-Men because it's something about me with groups, like it's one group, but it's so many that you can base like your life off of, like with discrimination between mutants and humans. I really like that storyline, so I have to say X-Men.
They're like the Wu-Tang of Marvel and whatnot.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, I have to say X-Men. No particular character, but I have to say Wolverine if it was a particular character. Just seems unstoppable.
Have you seen like the TV shows they have on Netflix?
Wolverine?
No, I'm not just Marvel in general.
Oh yeah, Luke Cage. I got to catch up on that, but I've finally finished the first season. Let me see. Punisher. I still got to finish that. There's a lot of them I got to finish, but I'm more into that than DC. I don't know.
Because I've tried to, like, I've never been big on, like, Marvel or comics or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm trying to, like, now, because I know this is kind of cliche or corny, but I saw Black Panther. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I guess these really ain't that bad. So I was like, let me go back and check some stuff out. So now I'm trying to watch a TV show. So I started Jessica Jones. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, okay, I guess they all tie in some way or another. I'm trying to get into it. It seemed interesting. Yeah,
and I think Marvel is doing it big when they're coming out with movies for the characters that you probably never heard of, or you have heard of them, but you don't really know their origins. So, like for example, with the Black Panther, when they came out with that, it was like, ooh, yeah, a lot of black actors, black cast, whatever. But then for some, you'll want to go back to see like where it all started, and I think that's where Marvel found their pitch. Just coming out with characters, and then having you go back to see where they build up with, how they merchandise, things like that.
Did you give us a favorite DC character?
Batman.
Of course.
Batman has been my favorite DC since probably preschool. There's a story behind that. Preschool, all the boys was dressed in Batman costumes for like the Halloween time. Only problem was mine was ruined because I was playing Kiss a Girl with a girl during nap time, and somehow I ended up under my bed and my costume ripped.
Freak, huh?
He's still pouring honey on his wife.
It's all making sense now.
That's where it all began.
So yeah,
you
so
live out those dreams now.
I'm getting graham crackers and shit.
Right.
It's all making sense. cartons of milk and shit.
Long time coming.
Yeah. So
is this? I'm just curious. Is this the plastic like Halloween outfit, or is this like when they switched the game up on them?
It was the plastic.
Okay.
It was the plastic time because I remember when we was waking up from the nap, stuff was ripped. Everybody else still had their Batman suits on, all good. I had to just cry about it.
So you didn't go to sleep that way. You woke up that way.
I never went to sleep, but yeah.
He was under the bed doing what?
I don't know. Like after the kiss, I would like crawl around under the bed like I was having a seizure or something, and I got so
This is sick.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It was an exciting moment, man.
It was.
My childhood wasn't lit enough. Clearly.
Definitely wasn't lit enough. That was litty, man. He had to get under the bed on that joint. You know?
Oh man.
All right, so I know Marvel is your favorite, but I got a DC question here for you. So, with Ben Affleck gone from the DC universe now, and it looks like Henry Cavill is getting ready to follow suit. You know what I mean? Him being Man of Steel is up in the air right now. Who would be your choice, since Batman is one of your favorites, for Batman and the next Superman?
Ooh. That's a good one. I don't know. I say bring Michael Keaton back, just for something retro. Like it don't have to be like a 2, 3, 4 year deal or anything. Just some nostalgic. Cause we got you got stunt double. So if he too old to throw a punch, hey, we can chop that in.
He could probably still throw a punch though. He was Vulture in Homecoming. You know what I mean? So he might be able to do that.
Yeah.
He was. I forgot about that.
So old ass Batman though. We gotta have Nightwing in there or something.
Yeah, I would say, if you bring the Michael Keaton back, maybe you could do like an old man Batman story, and then have him come up with Batman Beyond or Nightwing or whomever was after Batman. So I'd say that.
Dope. That would be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Old Man Logan movie.
Yeah, definitely. Superman wise, I'm not a big Superman fan, so that's.
Why does everybody say that? Nobody likes Superman. Like,
because he can get destroyed by a fucking rock.
I mean, one rock could make him, stronger. One can, make
kill
him
him.
weaker. Like, yeah.
Sounds like a bitch to me.
It's possible till you see a rock. Like, yeah.
Shit.
I think maybe because
beat Superman's ass. Get this green rock.
Can you bleed?
and I guess on top of that, maybe because he's like too powerful, but it's like, that's unbelievable. What's his weakness? But I guess if you like read more of the books, there's probably more weakness than a green rock. But
yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get Michael B. Jordan as Superman, right?
That's cool. I say that because
my kind of guy.
I say that because talk about Spider-Man. You got Miles Morales, Black Spider-Man. Because
he's also Hispanic, though. Let's not forget.
Yeah, true. Wait, Black Spider?
Morales is a Hispanic last name.
Oh, okay.
And he bisexual too, but
I didn't know that.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that Spider-Man movie when Miles Morales is Spider-Man, it's going to be very interesting. It definitely has to be rated R. But continue, sir.
Spider-Man's bisexual.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that Spider-Man is bisexual.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
so it's Mary Jane and Henry.
So everybody's just
what was
jumping ship.
Oswald. What was his best friend name? Yeah. But yeah. I digress.
No. Yeah, well, Michael B. Jordan being the Superman, I won't have a problem with it. I mean, because if you look at it as from a comic books point of view, it's a lot of universes out there where anybody could be anything. You got a pig as Spider Pig, Spider Ham.
Yeah.
So
Spider Swine.
Yeah. So I wouldn't make it a race thing. Like, just take it as is. If you don't like it, you ain't got to watch it.
But there's never been a universe where Superman was black, has it?
Mm-hmm. I gotta look up more details on it, but there has been a black Superman.
Like I know right now, currently we got a black Captain America, but that's because Falcon takes over the mantle in current day Captain America comic books. But I don't know outside of that if they. I've heard about there being a black Superman comic out though.
Yeah, because as time's gone, the universe is getting big. So with the creators, they're doing it their way, and basically based off what the children that's reading these books like. Because if you're used to seeing one thing, it's like, well, I want to be this one day. So the creators would be like, well, let me make a book where it can relate to you and have you feel like, hey, anybody could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
how does this universe thing work? Because like this is all Spanish to me. So like, who can create in the universe? Like who is putting out these alternate stories to these different, I guess, characters already? Like
random authors.
So they don't necessarily work for Marvel or DC?
No, they work with
under that umbrella. Yeah.
Yeah, they work with them. It's just they want to tell their story in their point of view. And sometime later on down the line where there's like a big villain threat, all of the universes could come together and battle this one threat. Look up Spider-Verse. That's all I gotta say. There's like 50 different Spider-Mans that all come together to fight this one being.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like I have to like really look into it because some of the stuff actually sounds entertaining and interesting. You know, so I had to look into it.
Yeah, I was the same way. Like I'm fairly new in the comic world, so it just grabbed me somehow. I don't know.
I was just like as a kid, like I was just outside, like.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't.
I was hooping.
in the
I was
class,
playing
like-
games, playing video games.
And then whenever people would have like a Batman, I'm just like, yo, like, let me get that Goldberg toy about you. I like wrestling as a kid. I like it now too. But I didn't. There was nothing about the Spider-Man. Like I was just like, I can't even see their faces like that. I'm not.
All right, so keeping it comic. You talked about how authors create their own alternative universe. If you could create a character in either universe, Marvel or DC, what type of character would you create, and what would his powers be?
Well, it'll be under Marvel. What kind of character it'll be? Just an assassin. An assassin for what he think is good, but turns out he's been betrayed, and now he's trying to take revenge on what he used to work for to get to know himself. Things like that.
Sounds like Davos from Iron Fist. All right, that's what that is.
Do you have like any upcoming comics or even music that you're like about to release soon that you could tell us about?
Music wise, not yet. I'm still in the works of writing. Music searching, working with a few artists, so that's in the back burner for right now. But I'm trying to come out with something soon. Art wise, I'm actually working with the B. Daniels here for Justice. I could tell you a little bit about it.
Not too much though.
Not too much.
Not too much.
Nah,
Just enough.
Just enough. Okay.
A brief synopsis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I ain't gonna say no names. I'll just say it's about a black teacher who is trained in martial arts. She sees kids getting bullied by like street gangs and things like that, and she saves this one kid. Try to teach him the ropes of some of the things she learned, but she also wanted to find a way to make a change, not just in her school, but all throughout the neighborhood. So that's all I can give you right now.
Okay.
I got a question though.
Yep.
Do you know who Charles Hamilton is? He's a rapper.
No.
Okay, because when I was listening to your music, it reminds me a lot of Charles Hamilton. I don't know if you remember, maybe about 10 years ago, he had a song called Brooklyn Girls. That's probably his most popular song. Came out around 2007, 2008. And your music sounds a lot like it, like with the sampling and like the tone of your voice is a lot, like your music sounds very East Coast to me. So I didn't know if maybe that was like a slight inspiration or something like that to you.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but yeah, like going back to the Nas, you say East Coast. I just think of like Nas and like his storytelling methods, and try to, like I say, extend your lyrics than just saying one simple phrase. That's I just try to get deep with that, like that.
Even Lupe as well. Like I hear that, and like the first song I heard from you, I didn't look at the names, but it sounded like an early on Lupe, and like that East Coast sound.
Nice. So is it a chance we're gonna get the ill 16 from Blizz?
Who's that? Right. Rest in peace.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, so we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna switch topics again. We hear that you're a big wrestling enthusiast, obviously. Okay, so who's your all-time fave, and do you have a newcomer that you enjoy in current day wrestling?
All-time favorite. This might be a cliche, but in the Stone Cold Steve Austin era, yeah, he was pretty good. Just going against authority, everybody liked it around that time of the Attitude Era. So, I just put him as my fave. That's on a whole another thing right there. But my favorite was the tag team, the Hardy Boys, because I just like their extremeness, jumping off everything, the TLC matches, that pose. Yeah, it was just something about their style of wrestling that was just extreme, which I wish I could do stuff like that. So
did you ever try to do the Swanton Bomb?
Hell yeah.
Were you successful, Lennon?
I couldn't do a front flip off the bed, so I just kind of rolled and slammed it. So nah.
Oh man.
Nah. Up and coming, I'm starting to get more into indie wrestling, so I like my Keith Lee's, Will Ospreay, AR Fox, Besties in the World, just a lot of AAW promotions, things like that. WWE wise, AJ Styles, that's the man right now. So.
Okay, Keith Lee just got signed right by WWE. I think he in NXT.
Yeah, he in NXT now. Him and what's his name, bro? Matt Riddle.
Okay.
So yeah, they both been wrestling in the indies. I seen them before they got big to the NXT. So I'd like to see what they do in NXT now.
Okay. So before we get to the next question, Bullet Club shirt on. Did you go to the All In event?
No.
Did you know about it or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the story behind that, I was ready for it. The day they were selling the tickets, I called the Ticketmaster because I knew online was on some mess because I did both at the same time. Online was saying, please wait because you're in line and we'll get back to you when the space is available. So I like, okay, that. I was on hold on the phone trying to get to the Ticketmasters or whatever. As soon as I was able to get online and a person, it was sold out.
Wow. Yeah, it did sell out pretty fast.
Yeah, like 26 minutes or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
My buddies, they had opportunity, but dedication. I had to come do this, so I didn't get to go. They was in the suite and everything.
Wow.
But yeah.
So I felt pretty upset until that time came. I was like, don't talk to me about All In. So.
Alrighty.
Alright, so being African American, which I hope you identify as.
Not translation.
Like you have to ask that now. But do you feel like black wrestlers are treated equally as their white counterparts in the business?
Not really. But that's really hard to tell because they're not pushing the whites the same either. It's all about who's big right now and who they can make their money off of. But going back African American wise, we got the New Day.
Oh shit!
They're
Clown boys.
It's a mixed feeling with that because it's like they're popular because they're portrayed as being like too happy, too goofy, or whatever. So to
me, it just looks like they're selling out. That doesn't look like them. It looks like they're doing this for the fame, for their recognition.
I've seen them be serious. That's not true. They're putting out personality to get money.
That's what I'm saying.
Personality, though. They've been serious. They got other adventures and endeavors that they also put themselves into, like what Xavier Woods and the Up, Up, Down, Down video games. Stuff on YouTube. Big E, low-key, he be rapping. Y'all don't even know that. Like, he has...
We don't know that, so he needs to do that so we know that we know that.
Short answers, my friend. You ain't on the camera. You ain't on the camera.
I definitely can't agree with that. I've seen them, like, take that goofy side off.
Well, they need to take it off more because it's too goofy.
That's what he's saying. Like,
turn your goofy down.
He's saying it look fake. Like, it don't look like it's like really what they want to do. They just doing it for the thing. That's what he kind of proving his. His
that's basically what it is. But go ahead.
Well, I say, whatever the case may be, if they love it, they'll keep doing it. So it's all about how they feel about it.
Yeah.
At times they were serious, like some of the matches where all the goofy stuff set aside when they went against the Usos in that, I think it was a Hell in a Cell match.
Some real niggas, Usos.
They had a great feud with them too.
Yeah. So there was some serious times, but the silly moments, I guess it's all for the entertainment of the children, things like that.
I get it. I mean, I get it, but I just don't agree with it.
Yeah. It was like, teach his own. So I can't really say if it's fair because there's not a black person that has the WWE title yet or whatever. We just got to watch and see.
Who was the last black person to have it?
That depends on how you
gotta think.
How you define black?
Not how you define black, but because they had two world champions at one time. One title was less important than the other title, and the one that's less important than the other title, Mark Henry held that one.
Right.
How long ago was that?
That was a few years ago.
2012.
6
years ago.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, if you consider Samoan, like with a little...
Absolutely not.
We don't.
Absolutely not.
Because you got a Samoan at the top of the food chain right now in WWE, but...
Yeah.
Some might say The Rock, don't apply to that either. Cause,
I'm one of those people that say that.
He's half Samoan too, so...
But I say that only because it's rare. Matter of fact, you never hear Rock talk about his black lineage. You always hear him talking about the great Chief Peter Maivia.
Yeah, I've heard him talk about Rocky Johnson, but that's rare.
It's very rare. Very rare.
I don't see The Rock as that's a black man. Like it's The Rock.
And he's under that OJ umbrella. Like I'm not black. I'm OJ.
But even then, it's like the problem is. OJ actually like a full bred nigga. That's The Rock got a reason.
Yeah.
Like, but even then, it's like I never seen him as like, that's a black man.
The only way you know Rock is black is because he drive a Ford truck and he buy Cadillacs. He buy Pop's Cadillacs. Mom got a Cadillac. Daughter got a Cadillac. So he's definitely following the culture in that aspect.
That's how you do it when you got it.
You know what I mean? But
still riding Cadillac, slam the doors.
I got a question for you. Yep. When is Undertaker gonna retire?
I thought he was.
No,
I'm hearing he's supposed to be coming back for some more WrestleManias, and I'm just not.
Yeah, that's a lost cause since the whole end of an era thing. It just kept on extending. So we don't know.
Why are they allowing this to happen? He's dying in the ring. We're watching him die.
That's my fear. Like, I don't want to see Undertaker have a damn heart attack.
I feel like it's happening.
That's gonna be trash.
I think that last match against Brock, was it last year WrestleMania?
A couple of years ago.
Man, like 2 years ago. Like I'm just watching. I'm just like, he don't have it no more. Like it's completely going out. Like
it's like if he does do something, it has to be like real slow pace. Like when he went against John Cena randomly. What was it? Last WrestleMania?
WrestleMania.
Yeah, it wasn't a real match. It was a squash. So if they keep going it that way, he still be there, but he can't do nothing long physically.
Like I don't know where they're trying to go. Like, okay, he gave up the streak. After that, that's supposed to be it. Like,
Yeah.
now you just wrestling and looting. Like, what's the angle?
Just to be wrestling.
Yeah, like what's the angle? You're like Vince Carter of wrestling now. Like, you just playing just because you can now.
Yeah.
Not even to win shit.
Yeah, and to be going against Triple H
Next
next month.
too.
Streets is done.
Yeah.
Watching this shit before.
So real quick, favorite Taker, favorite version of Taker, I should say.
Ministry of Darkness.
Sam.
I'm going with Big Evil, man.
I'm gonna just go with American Badass to be different.
I wanted to go there, but Ministry of Darkness was actually like scary to me.
Yeah.
Like
It was, and that's too scary. That's why I don't fuck with it.
I was like, damn. Like I thought that thing was real.
Like, he was burying people alive and throwing them in caskets,
Putting them on
I'm
crosses
good, bro.
and-
Like that shit was
None of that for me. And Paul Bear didn't make it any better.
If I didn't go with Big Evil, I would have to go with his original incarnation, because that's when he was doing squash matches. They had body bags. They putting the jobbers in the body bag. You're watching this as an 8-year-old, so you don't know what the hell going on. You think he literally just killed this man. He walking out with the body bag. You're like, oh shit, like he on TV killing people. But
He was really an Undertaker.
yeah,
Now he just an old person, and like he's not an Undertaker no more. Like he's not burying anybody.
No.
He's not scaring anybody. Like
I saw an Undertaker at a Cleveland Cavaliers game.
look regular as
I
hell.
was like, the fuck?
You're not supposed to do normal stuff.
did you see that picture of him at Ric Flair's wedding?
Oh yeah.
How long ago was this? Ric Flair still getting married?
I was like,
That was like last week.
Yeah, we could
Fifth
go.
marriage
I saw
came
that.
out to the Ric Flair drink.
80? What you getting married for?
Hey man,
Yo, Ric Flair been 80 for about 20 years. I don't care what nobody says.
Rick said as long as they making Viagra, he gonna keep taking them to Space Mountain. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters.
I'm the Viagra taken.
That's it. So, how you feel about the greatest racist wrestler of all time, Hulk Hogan, supposedly coming back to wrestling?
Don't say nothing, Will. See that way I look at him. Don't say nothing.
It was tough to take in. Like when everything came out about the whole the tape. It's still hard now because everybody looked up to him like the first Roman Reigns type of wrestler, but it's hard. I really can't comment on that one. It's tough.
But let's keep it a buck. Hulk Hogan was kind of trash.
Yeah.
That leg drop probably the worst thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Probably one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
can't lie about that.
Yeah.
I never really liked Hulk Hogan
Ever.
anyway, so
I smelled the racism.
I liked him when he became Hollywood Hogan
That
a
was-
little bit,
yeah,
but
I was just finna say, damn, did nobody like Hollywood
It
Hogan?
was alright. Bro.
Brought Dennis Rodman out, like, you know.
I didn't like Dennis Rodman either. Yeah.
DDP and Karl Malone fucked them up. I'm gonna lie to you. Bang.
Alrighty. So we're gonna get about wrestling. We're gonna get into the event now. So tell us about your upcoming event, Pancakes and Booze, and your expectations for this event.
Pancakes and booze. Well, you got your pancakes, you got your booze, you got your art. It's pretty much an art show for the local talents to show off their artwork, paintings, body paint, jewelry, etc. The experience that I'm looking forward to is just networking, just meeting new people, trying to develop a skill that I have, but increase it just by following others, see how they do their artworks and things like that. Buying merchandise, supporting them, because it's not easy when you're doing art, because people will take it as like, I could do that myself. You're gonna charge me $100 for this? So it's definitely all about support and just mingling, networking, and just coming out showing some love, along with your booze and pancakes. So
So do you know how they came up with this concept of booze and pancakes? Or how does that mix? How does that intertwine?
So I've been to one before, but I never post my artwork there. I have no idea how they came about that, but it's a good mix to me. Free pancakes, random, whatever. I'm gonna eat that. Drinks just to mellow out and mingle. Yeah,
And this is in the evening time, right?
Yeah, it's at 8 o'clock, 2105 South State Street in Chicago. So September 28 and 29, we're doing it 2 days, Friday and Saturday. Cool. Next Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
So, like, what is your preferred drink of choice with your pancakes? Like,
definitely was thinking that.
Like, you drink
what pairs good with
some
pancakes?
cognac? Like, what do you?
I'm a lime and tequila guy. Blue and methyl.
Pancakes?
Tequila?
To kill you.
Yeah. We stood. All right.
Hey, he said Stone Cold was his favorite.
Come on.
Right. Throwing back.
Yeah, beer wise, Heineken. I'm not really a beer
Damn,
drinker.
you really are Stone Cold.
100%.
I didn't even know that.
100%.
I've known this dude since I was 6 years old. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So whatever's available, whatever's good.
So, like, what do you, like, what's, like, your end goal, like, with your music, like, and your art? Like, what's the thing, like, that you're really working towards?
With my art, it's been a long time coming. I just want to express myself more to the world so they can see who I am and just basically be known all over without any questioning or any more like, who is this guy? I just want to just be relevant. Definitely make some money if I can off of it, but just more exposure to see if the stuff that I go through when I put my arts out, who will it help? If I can put a message in the arts or in my lyrics that'll reach out to somebody, that's really all that matters to me. If I could do that, I'm satisfied.
All right, so with all that being said, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Next 5 to 10 years, hopefully our own comic book industry. Mm-hmm. Need more African American businesses that can all come together. Whoever got the talented art skills, like, hey, do you want to do comics? Let's all join together. Let's be the next Marvel.
Absolutely.
Hit the wide spaces with the graham crackers and
honey.
More of that too, yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna try that tonight.
And have a seizure underneath the bed, rip your clothes up,
Hulk up real quick.
5 to 10 years, that's 40. Yeah, I can still do that.
Damn. Sorry, I'm young.
Yeah, trust me, we're not looking forward to it, bro. So, that pretty much concludes the interview. But before we get out of here, can we get a hot 16 from you, or?
You need to throw a beat on.
I mean, we don't want to put you on the spot.
Oh no, I can come up with some. Ready?
Ready when you are.
All right. Yo, I used to have dreams of being the supreme being competing. You say you want the best, your favorite rapper's defeated. I'm wordsmith rich while maintaining a salary. I know I'm not a star. Matter of fact, I am the galaxy. Faking all your life. Can you ever get real? You want the title of a fresh prince, then say you will. I'm slow shuffling cause I ain't got time to deal with these fake phony ass Shang songs. Singing the same songs, they imitating souls and fooling you. Class is now in session, Mr. Pukka is schooling you. Cracking backs with rulers, stabbing hands with staplers. Rappers so burnt out, no ashes for cremating you.
Okay. Alright. That was, to me, that was kind of Lauryn Hill-esque, kind of.
Yeah,
Rock with it.
Jump in, B.
Oh no, hell no. The nigga that would have did that is dead. I'm telling you.
Oh, I see. Pukka, go ahead and give me your social media information, sir.
Social media, you can find me Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook by the name Pukka Soul. You can find this also with the Asylum, that's my group. Asylum4, the number 4, EVA.bandcamp.com. Shout out to Shanton, aka Psychotic, John, aka Fat Boy. Yeah, we got some music up there too, instrumentals. Our mixtape, the 26, Pukka Soul, and the Asylum's MCs only. And
to rock a party out, no need for a liquor run when I got a drawer in my house.
All right, man. We definitely want to thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
No doubt.
BlvdAve, go ahead and give me social media info.
Oh shit. Okay. So my Instagram is BlvdAve.LORD. You gotta really spell that. It's a simple shit. But LORDDAVE. And Twitter is just BlvdAve. No.
And I got it, so you see it's no trick. More fresher than my Dougie, but I'm
all right. Well, there you have it. This is BlvdAve TV. I am your host, Old Man Logan.
Boy B. Daniels.
Alrighty, it's another one in the bag. We'll catch y'all next week.
Peace.
In Paris or Tokyo, we can blow dro till there ain't